Hey there, you filthy bastards. Little Sugar Pants here with a tasty little slice for you. But let's keep it down a little, Boss don't know that I'm in here. I mean, the dude means well, but sometimes his selections, they ain't got enough whores for my taste. So like your dirty Uncle Donnie, I'm gonna make sure you see the good stuff while the folks are away. Today I've got 1995's Beach Babes 2, Cave Girl Island. It's a direct sequel to Beach Babes from Beyond, but it's got a lot less plot and a lot more beaver.
What do you think you're doing?
Oh, hey, look, everybody. It's Hedy Lamarr.
You know you're not supposed to be in here without the boss present.
And who's gonna tell him, you friggin' knock? You? You know, for someone who's supposed to be this big bad demon from hell, you sure are a goody two-shoes.
I am not.
Then float your no-ass having ass over there and do up this sleaze docket I was kind enough to provide for you.
Fine. We have 0 dead bodies, 0 cups blood, 12 naked breasts, 9 naked butts, 4 naked bajingos, 5 sex scenes, 1 super friendly 6-way, oily pecs, flimsy loincloths, reused special effects, 2 face slaps, 1 cartoony club head bonk, sneeze-induced shipwreck, recycled stop-motion dinos, amnesia cliche, 90s computer nerd cliche, it's not what you think cliche, walk this way cliche, gratuitous forest animal noises, gratuitous beach partying, gratuitous caveman grunting, gratuitous hair whippage, gratuitous slow motion that would make Zack Snyder weep. Tom Peepery, cartoon running sound effects, Three Stooges head bonk sound effects, bad Groucho Marxing, banana-assisted foreplay, banana fellatio, battle hymn of the Republic whistling, strategically placed foliage, strategically placed netting, 1 exploding cave, and approximately 13 minutes and 42 seconds of dancing. That's 18% of the fucking movie. Jesus Christ.
So here's the skinny. Xena and her suddenly different BFFs are leaving Earth to go back home after the events of the first movie, when a sudden sneezing fit causes the girls to crash right back to the planet using the same crash footage from the first movie. Luna and Sola wake up to find Xena missing and not wearing her clothes, which is pretty typical of any vehicular crash, sudden clothing evacuation.
Isn't that like Xena? Always showing up somewhere new and underdressed.
Their friend is naked and could be in serious danger. It's funny. Elsewhere, Xena's discovered by an incredibly smooth and hairless caveman. That's when she finds out she's got amnesia. The loincloth sporting dude introduces himself as Moon and shoots his shot. Naturally. A woman is confused, naked, possibly suffering a concussion. What better time to try and get your dick wet? Thankfully, Xena's libido isn't affected by her amnesia, so she's hot to friggin' trot. Unfortunately, right when she goes for a handful, we cut to the moron twins wandering the beach. Sola's complaining about her back hurting from the crash, so that means it's time to dance. Which is the first of many minutes of these broads shaking the assets for the camera. We then jump back to Xena, who's popping a squat over Moon's face. That's not a euphemism either. It's exactly what she's doing. Skipping to hot lunch, we find out someone's watching our other girls. Some beret-wearing douchebag with a god complex. See, apparently, this island comes equipped with virtual reality computers, which means he's able to conjure up stop-motion footage from 1977's Planet of Dinosaurs to chase the girls like an even lamer dungeon master or something.
That was a close one.
And boy, it's a good thing they told us it was close, because by my account, these two sequences are separated by a good 18 years or so. The Dunda twins then find an extremely crude village with even cruder villagers. So naturally, it's time for more dancing. Eventually, the Bimbesses decide to keep looking, and we get a live-action cartoon character.
You can call me Gun, and you can call me later tonight.
We then cut to Xena filleting a banana for over a minute. Sola and Luna then meet some more hairless grunts and have another dance party, while Xena decides to work off that calorie-packed banana by the only non-dance related exercise she knows. Eventually, the plot resolves itself when Xena and Moon just wander into the beach party. But she still has amnesia.
I read about this in Universal Psychology. If we hit her on the head, I reverse her memory loss.
Fantastic. So we're going by the Gilligan's Island Book of Medical Procedures. Next up, we're going to get the professor to whip up a coconut cream pie-based cure for yeast infections. They bonk her on the head, and the girls all decide that now that everyone's safe, it's a good time to do some much-needed screwing. And we finally get to see Luna and Sola grind for a while. But we meet back up with the Dungeon Master douchebag who explains his whole plan, using virtual reality to create a futuristic brothel. For some reason, this plan insists on kidnapping our alien babes, and as it turns out, our grunting cavemen are actually a bunch of spoiled rich brats who paid a lot of money to be his first customers. The girls get kidnapped, the boys attempt to rescue them and get caught too, and Gund falls victim to the old voodoo punani and is convinced to let them all go and doesn't even get a handy J for his efforts. They sabotage the douchebag's computer, which causes a volcanic explosion, and everyone piles into the ship to escape. And since everyone's crammed into a tiny space, what better time to fire up a six-way? Definitely gives a new meaning to the term cockpit. The girls drop off all the boys, then take off for home.
I suppose I should have mentioned the gas gauge was on E. Oh well. Sequel time.
And that's Beach Babes 2, Cave Girl Island. Now, the first movie didn't have much of a story, but the sequel didn't even bother trying to match its efforts. But whatever got trimmed from the tail, we got back in tail. It also didn't get all artsy-fartsy trying to put the skin scenes under blue filters. Though it does suffer a bit by not having Linnea Quigley return. Sarah Bellamo, or Roxanne Blaze as you might know her, is the only returning Beach Babe. But she steps up her comparatively demure showing from the first movie by going all out in the sequel. I guess losing her virginity in the first one really opened up the floodgates, because banana consumption never looked better. The reality is, she had several more X-rated titles under her belt by the time the sequel rolled around. I suppose once you've starred in movies like Sticky Lips, Steamy Windows, and The Magic Box, it's probably a lot easier squatting over a dude so he can give the old chewed bubblegum a hands-free exam. Now, how you'll feel about Cave Girl Island is entirely based on what you want from a softcore skin flick. Do you want more story and silly interactions? Then Beach Babes 1 is the better movie. But if you want less story so there's more time for skin, then number 2 is for you. Personally, I like my smut to have a little more story. For me, skin flicks is always better when they answer the question, why are these folks screwing? It doesn't have to be a complicated answer neither. The muscle-bound tan pool boy caught the eye of the lonely neglected housewife while the husband is at work. Or maybe our leading lady is screwing everybody in the house to get back at the business partner responsible for her husband's suicide. Big or small, Hollywood or porn, I always prefer a movie that gives folks a reason to be doing the monster mash over a director that just puts people in a room and points the crotches at each other. So, what you doing, little buddy? Oh, hi there, boss. I just had a movie that you must have forgotten to get on the show, and I thought the folks here should know about. Beach Babes 2. You know, I chose not to do this because I thought it might have been a little too naughty for the channel. Yeah, I know that, boss, but I did... However, sure seems perfect for a tiny little degenerate like yourself to review. Little Sugar Pants, did you want to do your own reviews? Yeah, I thought it would be funny. What was that? Yeah, I said I thought it'd be fun. It's just, I like my movies with a little more skin, that's all. Well then, why don't you just go ahead and do that? You mean it, boss? Absolutely. There's all sorts of trashy movies out there. No reason why I have to do them all. Can I even get my own show intro and everything like that? Why don't you just wrap this review up first and then we'll discuss it. You got it, boss. So until I bring you the next Naked Nasty, this is Little Sugar Pants. Up your nose with the rubber hose. We'll work on that sign-off, too.
We do everything together.
I bet you do.